You look funny. Welcome to Isengard.
Welcome to Area S.
S as in Sweden. Why do you look so funny today?
I'm not looking funny. I don't know what you're talking about.
But what's that on your head?
On my head? I have nothing on my head.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't. Oh, you mean this?
Yeah, that one.
Ah, you mean my little Yorukai helmet I made a few years ago? Well, a few years ago, before we met. It's a Yorukai warrior helmet, to be precise. The hand wasn't too good, but it's for cosplay. Well, I don't have the rest of the armor, but I have the chainmail I made, and the helmet, and the sword. Well, you call a Yorukai Smith Harb, and the shield. Just cardboard box.
And some paint.
Cardboard boxes, paint, paper mache, some tape, some glue. It's a bit dusty. Shall we mention that today when we record is the 6th of June?
Yeah.
Which also is...
Oh,
well,
the translation is bad, but it's the Swedish National Day.
Is that a bad translation?
I don't know. I don't know what people call it in other countries.
Well,
But yeah.
America call it 4th of July.
Yeah.
I think.
This is the day we celebrate Sweden.
Yeah, and the Norwegian have the... What is it? 17 May! 17th of May, I believe it was.
Yeah.
But we don't celebrate this day in Sweden.
No one really does.
No, and I mean, when it first came, it was called the Swedish Flag Day.
Yeah.
I mean, and the real... the national day in Sweden it was formed 1983. I mean, and it haven't been a holiday more than 17 years, since 2005.
Yeah.
Before that it was not even a red day, so it wasn't a holiday.
Yeah, so no wonder no one celebrates it.
Yeah, no. I mean, the main things to celebrate is the King Gustav Vasa was crowned, and there was parliamentary reform in 1809, if I believe it correct. That was changed later, but that's basically the things that you can take to the date back in Swedish history.
Yeah. So nothing really to celebrate.
No, I mean there's some celebration in Stockholm with the castle and that stuff, but nothing huge anymore. But let's get back to point.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna celebrate anything, but we're gonna open a package.
This one. Do you remember this one? I mean, we have the big one here too, but not remember that one.
It's a sneak peek and
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I mean, we said we're gonna open them when we're gonna reveal a cosplay plan for... I can't talk. When we were gonna reveal our cosplay plan for the summer, but we're not gonna do that today.
No, this is just a little hint from what's maybe coming.
Yeah. And a little talk.
Yeah.
I mean, everything starts somewhere and somehow, right?
Yeah.
And it was not like I was born into cosplay. I mean, were you?
Not really, no. Well, my brother always loved anime and such, and games. So I just followed along on that track all the way. Started to do some LARPing a few years ago. Many years ago, I think.
You haven't done that since we met.
No. I think it's over 10 years ago.
Yeah. But then you have the what's it called? The patterns you bought for that?
Yeah, medieval patterns. I've always loved sewing. Not always. That's a big lie. I started out hating sewing and such, but I've always been creative. But I had a teacher that changed my mind on sewing, and she made it fun. And since I do love to dress up and such, and I love anime, I just happened to run into cosplay in that way. We don't really have that many conventions around here where we live.
No, there's not too many. Many in Sweden overall, but there is a few that's big.
Yeah.
And there's also the sci-fi convention we were to a few weeks ago. And that stuff.
Yeah.
And usually we take the sci-fi convention, we maybe take Nerdcon and
Maybe Comic-Con
maybe
in Stockholm.
Comic-Con in Stockholm. Maybe that's where we go.
Yeah, but I started out just at those small picnics that's happening sometimes around.
I mean, there are small cosplay groups. Like I know that we have cosplay friends in the Småland, the Vetlanda. They have a cosplay community there where they are actually having some days with here and there. They had some pirate days now recently. I know. Yeah. Usually meet them at convention and whatnot. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. What about you?
What about me? How did I start cosplaying?
Yeah.
It was actually when I started working actually in the grocery stores. I wasn't this talking by then, and you know, I was a shy person. But I started to know my colleagues, and we started to talk, and started to know Pauline, and she was cosplaying, and I was just asking a question about it because I've always been a nerd, and I have a lot of movies. I watch a lot of movies. I watch a lot of TV series. Some animes. I would say mostly Pokemon. And, I mean, not too fast.
But that doesn't really count as anime anymore.
Closest one I had. Okay.
Yeah.
I watched a few Sailor Moon, but not too much. And that's I'm playing a lot of games. You know. Always knowing well, you saw the quiz the other week. I know the questions because I remember the movie. I can see the movies in my head. And not only Lord of the Rings, I can see a lot of other movies. And I read a lot of books, and well, she's doing it, and I asked her questions about it, and well, I think why not give it a try, you know. I mean, I'm not too creative person. I have made Lego since I was young, but I give it a shot, and I'm gonna be a picture of reference here. I chose a character, Lord of the Rings, obviously. Who else? Fun part, first cosplay was armor. I have sadly nothing. Well, I have some parts of it down in the basement. I mean, I have the mace still, but none in parts, not completely anymore. It's kind of ruined. But I cosplayed Sauron from Lord of the Rings in his armor. I mean, that was the intro movie because I had someone to talk to, like someone get information about convention and whatnot, and it was my step in. And then you can go in. We can talk even more about it but we have. I mean, that year for me, there was the first Comic-Con in Stockholm. It was 2014. I remember it. But I not only remember it because it was the first Comic-Con, because there was other stuff happening, and in one way, if it wasn't for the thing that happened to me that year, my cosplay wouldn't have been finished. And if it weren't for cosplay, I wouldn't be sitting here. Let's tell me that much. It was 2 years before we met too.
Yeah.
It was not a fun year. I mean, I worked full time at work, and I worked 3 out of 4 weekends every month. September hit. The Comic-Con was a month away. If I believe it right, was it in October? But then I was struck by some bad news. My mother passed away, and if I didn't have the cosplay to focus on, I would hit a train or something. That's my story, beginning cosplays.
And then in one way we met.
Yeah.
A few years later.
Well, cosplay is the reason why we met. And also my friend Pauline was a reason too there.
Yeah. It was fun.
It was really fun.
We ended up going to a small convention in...
But I don't know how you decided to go there, but I know how I decided to go there.
Well, I just saw there was a convention in the town, and I know they were gonna have a competition.
I didn't know anything about the competition.
But I wanted to enter, so I had made my mind a few months earlier that I'm gonna do it, I will compete. So I went there with a friend. We met another friend of ours. My pants didn't hold up that good, I can say.
No, you disappeared there a while. I remember that. Don't play with the scissors.
And yeah, I met him at the competition.
Yeah, at the convention.
Yeah, at the convention.
We saw each other. We didn't talk. Until 2 days later, we wrote on Facebook, or I wrote on Facebook.
And I answered.
We're probably gonna have the picture with all 3 of us.
Yeah.
Here. You had months doing your cosplay. I had barely a week doing my cosplay that time, and I have nothing left of it.
Well, I had months. I did have to make the pattern pieces, find the fabric, decide on how to make the hair. But overall, I think I only spent 3 days sewing. And that's with my brother going back and forth and check on me, so I really did my work. Because otherwise, I might not have been finished.
My friend at work was going there with her new boyfriend. I was a little jealous, must admit here, because of a little love in her. You know this story. She told me she was going to this convention, and no, I will not go, I thought. This was, let's see, this was on the weekend before. This was on the Saturday. The week after the convention.
Yeah.
Before the convention. Well, the convention, the day convention was on the Saturday. The weekend after. Then I just had a thought. I actually thought I thought of it on the Monday. And, well, I will go. And I was going just to check out her new boyfriend. See if he was good for her. In retrospect, I know he wasn't, but I mean, they seemed happy at the moment. So I went to, basically, I worked the evening shift at work the entire week, Monday to Friday, and I was just, okay, who I'm gonna do? I'm choosing Darth Maul. Okay, what do I need? I need fabric, I need some other stuff, So since I worked evening shift and started later, I could early morning go to IKEA, buy the cheap cloth I have there, everything I needed first day, went home, went to work, came back home and started, well, I was not making padding. I had a t-shirt where I basically just take and sew on his skirt part on that. And well, I made, basically it was taking it easy on the morning, go to work, and after work I just build cosplay. And I had lightsaber. I had the one of the more expensive one, collectibles, double edge. And then of course I made a face paint and his horns with a flint cap, and off I went. I think I have a picture with me in the car with what is it called?
The sunglasses.
Yeah, sunglasses on. if I can find it, we will have a picture here. But then, of course, my friend recognized me at once. But well, I never.
Wow!
My eyes. Okay.
Hey, you look too kind.
Yeah. And then I saw you there.
Yeah.
And the rest is history. And this was almost 6 years ago now.
Yeah.
1 month. Next month it's gonna be 6 years.
Yeah.
It was in July. I mean, so that's how we started cosplay. That's how we met.
Yeah.
That's how we're still going strong.
Yeah, even though the past 2 years have been a bit low on that front.
That's because of Corona. And the last few weekends we have building cosplay, and we kind of regret we didn't keep it up during the pandemic. But
yeah,
here we are, and we are going strong and opening the first box. And we will not reveal any of cosplay plans for the summer. More than I can say that maybe I will take a Pokemon with me.
Yeah, you will take a Pokemon. So this is the theme of the summer's cosplays.
Yeah. This is the theme of many of my cosplay who have been and will be. I mean, you saw my Urukai helmet.
Yeah, and then you talked about Sauron.
Yeah, I made Sauron, and I'm gonna remake him. I'm gonna make a better version because he was my first, and I want to keep him. I'm not gonna do Urukai Warrior again. Of course, I have Gandalf in my arsenal. I have made Sauron. I have nothing left here, and maybe the staff, except the staff pieces. And and I have made. Where's I made? I made Ace of the Defiler. I'm gonna remake him because I'm gonna make a much even better. That was my most hated cosplay for myself. I hated it. I mean, as long as you love your cosplay, it's good. But I hated that one, so it wasn't good for me. I still have some parts with it. I know where they are. And that's basically my from Lord of the Rings so far.
Yeah, and I made the one version of Bilbo Baggins from The Hobbit. But I'm still not very proud of the wig, but it will come.
It will come. But it was a nice one. You made it. You made the version where he sits on in the beginning of The Hobbit.
Yeah, the
right.
Good Morning version.
I think that should be Good Morning, but Belladonna took sun. But shall we open this Lord of the Rings box?
Yeah.
Mystery box is 250 Swedish crowns, about $25 euros.
Yeah.
And it should be worth at least 300 to 500. No, 300 to 500, I think it was.
Yeah.
The other one is worth 500 and will work. We have had this since Sci-Fi Convention. And when we go to Narcon, we can promise a lot more videos.
Oh yeah. This is exciting.
This is very exciting. Should we try not to look and just grab one piece of it? What the hell is this? I'm going to grab something up here. Ooh. Look at that.
No.
Look at that. This is a pillowcase. Must be, yeah, it is. It's a pillowcase of the map. This is really nice. I think we have this one.
Yeah, we do.
But now we have another one using the pillow.
Yeah. That's fun. That will end up in the couch with the other.
Yep, indeed.
Matching pillows.
Indeed. Your turn. Fit there more inside. I saw that before. That's an evening star.
Ooh, that's nice. Well, that's definitely worth the money.
Oh yeah.
I would say. That's really nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Are there more inside? Are there more? Are there more in here? We got a pocket keychain with Aragorn. This is perfect. One for the collector. He even has his sword and pipe.
The pipe? Ooh, that's really cool.
It's indeed cool. I mean, I can't remember what they took with the pillows, but this is a pillowcase. But
yeah,
I mean, the evening star is probably 100 or something.
Oh yeah.
It's not, I don't think there is much more inside.
There's a sticker.
There's a sticker too. There's a bag too. You want the bag? Well, they have a sign on convention, and if they don't want the box, give it back and they can make a new one. That's probably what I'm putting in the bag inside. That was pretty clever.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with this. We still have the big box.
So if you're happy with this, then that's gonna be a blast.
Yeah. And if you excuse us, it's time for a quick fika and then some cosplay building.
Yeah, definitely.
So